morning, soul family. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys all a little explanation because we're doing the hybrid reading, but we're doing it a little bit different. We're doing it in 4 different parts, and actually it's taking a long time. We're all getting the same animal messenger, which is the crow. Okay, it's taking a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. Today we're working, this reading is for, we've already done water signs, we've already done air signs, so this is going to be fire signs. Song right now, 2 crows. I knew, now that I know, I get you, fear is what it really was. You went home and you said you'd never fall in love, but now I know fear is what it really was. When will you realize I'm not like the rest? Haven't I passed the test? I'm not like the rest. I don't want to break your heart, I want to give your heart a break. I know you're scared it's wrong, like you might make a mistake. But this is our life to live. No time to waste. So let me give your heart a break. Okay, and the crow is what's coming forward because the crow has been showing up nonstop. And it's funny because I every time I do the next reading, I think to myself, oh, I wonder if the crow is going to be the messenger, if it's going to be a different messenger. And every time I start, the crow shows up again. So crow is not all bad. It's not all negative. Yeah, there's confirmation on that, right? The crow can be good. The crow is the magician. The crow is magic. You just got a message. It flipped out and it said number 10. So the number 10 represents an ending of something. An ending of something and the beginning of something else. And the fact that we were talking about the crow not always being in the negative, the crow is about embracing the magic within. It's about coming out of the darkness and seeing about how you can use the wisdom of your follies, your mistakes, laugh at yourself, because the crow talks about the trickster, right? The crow. So take your messages, take your lessons, take your lumps, and realize, you know what? These are all learning lessons. We all have lessons to learn. It's not just me. You know, the sooner you learn to laugh at yourself, the better. It's about, what do you want? To be right? You want to be happy. Right now, we've got cats coming together, which is quite interesting. We've got my big boy Liger, and we've got Prince, and here he is. He just was down in front of the female cat, the matron of the manor, and he didn't fight. He's come upstairs. Liger is sitting on his couch, and Liger just stayed there, and Prince didn't run after him. Normally, he went after him and wanted to fight, so it was about getting along. The crow talks about so the trickster, sometimes your own mistakes or your own lessons trick you into seeing things the way they should be, right? Maybe it's not about being aggressive and about being the dominant one and showing how big and badass you are. Maybe it's about embracing the fact that maybe that fear is what's made you act that way. So laugh at yourself, realize, you know, I've been tricking my own self. The crow can talk about people manipulating. The crow can talk about, you know, things aren't always as they seem. This is a big boy, right? And he seems to be a bruiser. He's a big boy, just like Liger is. But in all reality, he just wants to love. He just wants to be, he's a big baby. He looks like a bruiser, but he's a big baby. So things aren't always as they appear. The number 10, something in your life is ending. But it's a good thing because it's always about evolution and moving forward to the next aspect of something. When one door closes, another opens. And that's what's happened here. There's been a transition with these animals. They're showing me an example of, you know, he's like, I would rather not fight. I would rather be friends. Before he felt it was important for him to be the winner, right? He needed to dominate. But now he's realized he's been isolated from everybody, and he doesn't like being isolated from everybody. He wants to belong with everybody else again. So now he's learned his lesson, and he's thinking, you know what? It's okay to stand my ground, but I don't have to be aggressive. And you see that he's black and white, right? You think about the dark, the crow, coming out of the darkness, right? Embracing the shadow aspect of yourself. Not saying that it's wrong, recognizing that we all have a shadow aspect, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is, we've done water signs, we've done air signs, and I said we're doing fire signs, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to give you guys items to choose from. Everyone's going to get one message, and then each sign or each item that you choose is going to be given a clarifier to see how it applies to the main message. So we'll start with music. interesting. So every sign had a different response when it came to the music. The water signs, it was very short. The vibration was very short. No, the vibration for the water signs, yes, it was. The vibration was low. It was very quick, and there wasn't a long reverberating vibration because their message was about taking care of themselves, and they were depleted. The air signs, their vibration went long and far, and it went on for quite a while. And it was about expanding and moving forward and moving out. And now you guys, fire signs, me, it built slowly. It was kind of quiet at first, but it got stronger and stronger. So the vibration is growing. The vibration is getting stronger. So what we're going to choose from for fire signs is we're going to choose, one's going to be this, because we're going to be working with fire. So the turquoise coal oil lamp is one. That torch right there, that'll be 2. And the sun will be 3. All to do with fire, okay? So now everybody is going to get one message. That's how we started. Song right now, someone's confused. Do you want me to stay or do you want me to go? What do you mean? You better make up your mind. You're so indecisive. I'm trying to catch a beat. Don't know if you're happy or complaining. Want for us to win. Where do I start? First you go to the left, then you go to the right. You want to argue all day, make love all night. First you're up, then you're down, then you're in between. I really want to know, what do you mean? Okay, so as I said with these cats, when they began, right? There was everybody wanting to be dominant. Everybody wanted to be the leader. And everybody was fighting, and everybody had to be separated. And now everybody just wants peace. And actually the one that came in, the new one, the one that came in from the outside, he's the one that came in swinging, right? But he's the one who felt isolated from everyone else, and he just wants to belong. So somebody's confused. What do you want? You come forward, you go back. You want it, and it's like you're spiritually connecting with someone, and at night you connect, and there's love there. But in the daytime, you allow your emotions to get in the way and cloud your judgment, cloud your perspective, or maybe you're hiding your truthful feelings. You're not expressing yourself the way you express yourself in the nighttime. In the night, when you connect with your dreams and you're in a place of peace, you're in your highest self. That's when you're connecting. What do you want? Somebody's confused. What do you want? You're connecting with me. I know that we are. And yet in the daytime, you're not showing evidence of that. You're pushing away. Why are you doing that? What do you want? Back, forth, in between. Do you want to get along or do you want to be right? There's the message. So for everyone, what is your main message? We're going to be working with the Shapeshifters, the Relationship deck, and the Oracle of Shadows and Light. So for the main message for all fire signs, or for those who chose... No, this is for everyone. This is for all of you. For ones who chose the lantern, the sun, and the torch. This is for all fire signs. All right. Interesting. We've been getting repetition in the cards. So that just shows us that doesn't mean that we didn't shuffle correctly and that we shouldn't get this. It just means that this is the focus. You didn't like the way something was. You didn't like it. And so now it's come to an end. Callie's come forward to end it. This song, what do you want? You say one thing and then you act a different way, or you don't act a different way. You're changing your mind. I'm confused. Well, you know what? It gets to the place where it's not working anymore. This isn't working for me. Something is ending. We've asked for an ending. 1 and 3, the angels are stepping in. This is divine intervention. And that's kind of what happened downstairs. We walked downstairs and we saw Prince sitting in front of the house cat, the main female energy. She was the matron, right? She was the one that was here first. And he was against the wall. And I said, oh no, we thought they was going to fight. And my landlord says, no, this is intervention. This is good. And that's what was taking place. So maybe, then that's what Spirit's doing. Spirit is divinely intervening at this moment. Because we've asked for peace. We didn't like what was going on. We're not happy. I don't want a dead-end relationship. I don't want somebody who's coming in and out. Somebody who can't make up their mind. I don't want to deal with a toxic work situation. It's draining, it's upsetting, it's not financially providing for me. I'm not happy with that. I want to change. I'm not happy with the way things are happening in my family. I'm not happy with the way things are going on with friends. I made a stand. I stood up for myself. I said, this is stop. I said, no, this isn't going to go on any further, right? I cleared my boundaries, but now somebody came forward. Somebody came back and said, you know what? I've learned my lesson. Like Prince, I've learned my lesson. I don't want to fight anymore. I want to bring an end to this. I want to bring the end to the stalemate. So the person that I did with this in my life is now back in my life. It's slowly happening, but the lesson was learned, and it's time to move forward, because it's not about being right. It's about understanding everyone's boundaries, understanding and respecting each person's position, but also it's about being happy. So right now, whatever this stands for in your life, you have asked for this ending. Whether you realize it or not, you're the one that's brought this on. So the message is, are you going to go with this, or are you going to fight it? Because you really can't fight it. It's ending. Whatever it is, it's not going to be what it was. The relationship, the way that we associated with each other, the way we interacted with each other, the way we communicated with each other, it wasn't working. So it's not going to be that way anymore. There's a change. There's an end to that. The work situation, it's not going to be the way it is. We're changing things. It wasn't working. The friendship, the people that were draining of my energy and toxic, I'm not going to allow that in my life. I'm going to be more respectful. The ones that I maybe have pushed away, the ones that have come back and have asked to come back into my life, things are different now. There was another roommate that I had. It's interesting, I'm thinking now, another roommate that I had, I did the same thing. There was a separation. There was no speaking for at least a year in both of the situations I'm speaking about. And it's been 7 months that Prince has been isolated from all of these cats. And the person tried to reach out to me, and it wasn't time for me. But then I reached out, and they were very, very excited, very happy. And I said, I'll stop by. I'll come by and see you. And so the message was understood, right? The boundary was set, the time apart. You know, sometimes you don't realize what you have until it's gone. And so now my heart is open again. So we always want to move forward in a positive way. Sometimes an ending of something doesn't mean that we won't speak again, and that the person is completely cut of our life forever. Maybe it's just time period. Maybe it's an end to silence. Maybe it's an end to a situation where there was no communication. Maybe this is about now working with the energies that Spirit brings forward. The angels are helping us to do this. Are you going to work with this energy, or are you going to resist it? Because right now, the main song that came up was, you need to make up your mind. Don't expect things to stay as they were, because they're not. And don't expect no change to happen, because change has happened. So let's see what each sign. We'll start with Aries. So Aries, what is this in regards to? Or what is the confirmation or clarifying message for you, for Aries people? Or for those who chose the blue turquoise coal oil lamp. Turquoise coal oil lamp or Aries people. See, now, I like it this way, because you could decide, well, I'm an Aries, but I want the sun. And so that's what you're going to do. You're going to choose the item that you want if you want to do it that way. If you want to go by signs, by the zodiac signs, it's up to you. Okay, so for Aries people, or for the ones who chose the turquoise oil lamp, what is the clarification message? See how we're getting repetitive messages. I find this intriguing. Okay, so there's an end to worrying about being like anyone else. This is about embracing the fact that you do things differently than others. This is about not following the masses. This is about not trying to fit in. This is about not labeling yourself, calling yourself a certain thing. This is about embracing the qualities that I have, understanding that, you know what, there's something wrong with me. I like the differences in myself. There's no one like me. I'm a shapeshifter. These readings are called hybrid readings. These are hybrids. They're a little of this and a little of that, and that's what makes it so fantastic. There's a lot of options, a lot of choices. I've got a lot of options. I've got a lot of choices. What other people might find strange, I'm not worried about what they think. I'm not going to try and compare myself to other people. I'm going to recognize that what I have is fantastic. It's one of a kind. And I'm going to use that to my benefit. If somebody else finds me strange, that's their loss. But I'm not going to call myself strange. I'm going to do what I feel like I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. But I'm going to come from a place of love, self-love first, and then love of others. I'm going to realize that it's important. What's going to end for me is putting other people first. I realize that I need to love myself first. I need to realize that I'm fantastic. I'm not egocentric. I'm not full of pride and arrogance. This is about true, proper, healthy self-love and self-acceptance. I accept myself as I am. Also, I accept things as they are now. It isn't the way it was in the past. I'm not who I was then, and neither are they. That's why people are coming back into my life. Lessons have been learned. Also, it's about longevity, right? The differences that we have draw certain ones to us, vibrate towards us, and others vibrate away. The ones that are unlike me will vibrate away. They won't be coming back into my life. Remember, as we move forward, as we transform, as we ascend, the ones that are not in our highest good and the ones that are not aligned with us will fall away. Friendships, family even. It doesn't mean that they'll always be gone from our life, and it doesn't mean we may never speak to them again, but we vibrate out of their frequency. There's a song, I'm vibrating out of your frequency, because I'm embracing my life, and I'm embracing who I am as I am, and I'm moving forward in this fashion, and whatever doesn't align with that will fall away. But also, as I'm working on myself, others are also going through their own endings and their own trials and tribulations, and they are also ascending. And some may vibrate back into my frequency. Some may realize, wow, you know what? I didn't realize how special you were. You're different than anyone else. No one is like you. I'm coming back to this. This matters to me. The number 3 and 5 is 8. You're infinitely supplied. You don't have to worry if there's a job that's gotten kind of funky. It's okay. You're going to be supplied. Everything you need will come to you when you need it. And it comes in different ways than you may understand. It may not be you may be getting less money in the job that you're in, but you may be getting gifts in other areas. My landlord came up and gave me a Super Greens. It's a $40 bottle of Super Greens. I was gifted something else. Somebody traded something. You got to think of all the different ways the universe is giving back to you. It may not come from where you're expecting it. Keep your heart and mind open. Embrace the ending. Embrace yourself as you are. Use your unique capabilities to bring about new friendships. It makes you interesting. You're interesting. You're intriguing. Recognize that about yourself. Once you do, you're going to start seeing, perhaps, like-minded ones around that maybe you weren't paying attention to before. Let's see how... I'm going to do this differently with you guys. Or just with me too. I'm an Aries. So, what other little message do we have to say? Attraction. Exactly. You're going to attract who you're vibrating with. And you don't have to go chasing around after people. There's an end of that, right? There's no more chasing after. What's mine comes to me. What's meant for me, I draw to me. I'm a powerful magnet, drawing the highest and the best into my life, because that's what I send out. I hold love in my heart, and I send love and energy, peaceful energy out, and I draw that back in. I don't have to race around after anything. I just have to relax on my love and my passion, and I will draw to me who is like me. Song right now, I like that you're broken like me. Broken people will attract broken people. I don't want to attract broken people. Now, we're all broken a little bit, right? That's how the light gets in. But we don't want to focus on the brokenness of people. We want to we want to leave that in the past. That's the past. Whatever was broken, we've been working on. And the ones who haven't been working on it, and the ones who aren't interested in fixing broken relationships, they vibrate out of our frequency. The ones that are interested in fixing broken relationships, we will draw back to us. Ones who are like us. Maybe we've recognized, hey, this song says, I like that you're broken like me. How about another way of looking at it? I like that you're not like anyone else either. you're different too. You're a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and you don't feel bad about yourself. You're embracing who you are. So it's teaching me to do the same thing. And you know what? I want back in your life. I feel good when I'm around you because you're a soul family. 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 days, 3 hours. The Ascended Masters working with you. Full circle completion. The number 1 and 3. 3's up there as well. So a completion. 3 is also a very powerful feminine energy number. This is the goddess energy. Very, very powerful female energy. You are a very powerful female energy. You could be a male with a very powerful, feminine, nurturing, loving energy. Maybe that makes you feel like you're different. Well, there's an end of thinking that, because that's fantastic. That's a gift. There's something that Spirit wants you to reconsider. Or actually, what I feel more is that something has been reconsidered. As I said, there's been a lot about people pulling away, people fighting, people standing their ground, people separating. But in my life, coming back, so far there's 2 that have come back into my life. 2 that I pulled away from. Looks like maybe there'll be 3. Reconsidering alliances, understanding what's in my highest good, what's not, what's in their highest good, what's not. 3 days. 3 days. Something will happen within 3 days. What day is this? Sunday? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So if this is guidance, if you were going to do something or you were thinking of saying something in 3 days. Let me hear what this song is. You saw the parts of me that weren't all so pretty. In every touch you fixed them. Now you've been talking in your sleep. Things you never say to me. Remember I said in your dream time, you're different? You tell me you've had enough of our love. Just give me a reason. Just a little bit. Just a second. We're not broken, we're just bent. And we can learn to love again. It's been written in the stars and in our hearts. We're not broken, we're bent. And we can learn to love again. I'm sorry, I don't understand where all this is coming from. I thought we were fine. No, we weren't. Your head is running wild. My dear, we still have everything. It's all in your mind. And yet this is happening. You've been having real bad dreams. You used to lie so close to me. There's nothing more than empty sheets between our love. Okay? So there was an ending. And maybe the ending was a misunderstanding. Give me a reason. Reconsider. We're not broken. Remember, we're just bent, and we can learn to love again. This whole reading is about one's coming back. It's been written in the stars, written in the scars of our hearts, that we're not broken, we're bent, but we can learn to love again. I'll wipe those tears from your eyes. I'll fix it for us. Our love is enough. You're holding it in. It's pouring in rain. Nothing is as bad as it seems. We'll come clean. I like this. This is a very loud, consistent message. 3 days. Or 3 people coming back into my life. There's been something that needed to be reconsidered. We attract back what's meant to be there. We let go of the past. We wear the lessons proudly, but we don't beat somebody up with the past. We don't hold on to the sadness. We learn the lessons, use them as tool belts, and then we move forward. and our vibrational frequency builds, because that's what happened. It started to build. It started very low, but it built stronger and stronger. And we've learned to love again. I love this reading. It's freaking awesome. It's totally awesome, and it's true. 3 days. I like it a lot. We're not broken, we're just bent. Okay, so for Leos, or for those who chose the torch. Are you holding a torch for someone? What is your clarifier? The torch is out. Wow. To be young in love. I like myself better when I'm with you. Damn, I think I need to say something. I like myself better when I'm with you. Here's your clarifier. For Leos, or for those who chose the torch? I stayed for a long time. How interesting. Sweet flower memories. This came up for Pisces as well. This is interesting. I'm an Aries and a Pisces moon. It's come up for Aries and come up for Pisces, so it's a very loud message for myself. So there's an ending of something. There's memories. You want to hold on to the memories. This ending isn't just an ending. It's a clearing away of what doesn't work so that you can make a stronger foundation for what will work for you. And right now, there's going to be memories of people from the past that are going to make you feel good. They may bring tears to your eyes, but it's healing tears. At this time, you may be seeing pictures of people that you haven't seen in a long time. I did. Somebody popped up on my screen the other day, and it shocked me. I didn't expect to have that kind of a reaction. I had pictures of my friend that I haven't seen in a year that we separated popped up. I had a little dog walk up in front of me. It was a little, what is he? French bulldog, and it made me think of the other person that I pulled away from, and I went to her. I opened the door. She tried again and again, and I wasn't ready, but then I went to her, and I opened the door, and there's a healing that's taken place. So these were reminders, and it was lessons, and the lessons were learned. And so you get these sweet reminders to maybe help you. Maybe this transition, whatever this is that's been ending, is difficult for you. And so while you're going through something, this ending or this clearing away of whatever was draining your energy, pushing your buttons, not working for you, then Spirit brings forward these little happy remembrances of time you spent with people, thinking about the good times. So we don't focus on the bad times, we focus on the good times. We focus on the positive memories. It's like when someone dies, you don't remember all the bad things about them. You remember all the things that you missed, that you wish you could do with them, right? You focus on the good, and that's what Spirit wants you to do. This isn't about making you feel bad. This isn't about focusing on what you've lost. This is about focusing on the happy parts of your life, recognizing that this change is for the better. These memories that you're remembering, that they're precious, they're good times. Remember, when you're trying to come back together with someone, or you don't want to focus on the past. The past is done. Nobody can do anything about they can't undo it. It's done. So you want to focus on the positive memories that you had in the past. Remember that part of that person, because you're moving forward. It could be that somebody has died in your life, and you're going to have reminders, but they're going to be positive reminders. Even if it brings the tears, it's going to be healing for you. Spirit wants you to think about positive things. Remember when, and think of something good. It will help you as you move through this transition of a difficult time. So there's an ending in a relationship right now. This girl, she doesn't know I dug my key down the side of his pretty little souped up 4-wheel drive. Scratched my knife across the leather seats. Took a slugger to both headlights. Slashed all 4 tires. Boy, there's an angry, jealous, Frustrated person. Somebody cheated. He'll think again before he cheats. So there was somebody who was very aggressive, very angry energy. So something happened that maybe something was awful. You don't want to focus on, you don't want to give it your energy. You don't even want to give it your attention. Maybe what ended happened because of that, because there was somebody that was manipulative and jealous and got in the middle of it and caused the problem, and now you've come to a realization. Your memories were only of good things between you. They weren't negative, but something happened, something ended. But it ended for a reason. There were things that needed to be readjusted. Maybe there was somebody that manipulated and deceived and was vindictive and angry and jealous and caused an ending. Let's see what the little messages are. Your life is coming together now. So there was a vicious ending that probably had to do with jealousy. Somebody cheated, somebody was angry, somebody felt ripped off. And they wanted to cause a problem, and they did. Actually, you know what? In all situations that I'm speaking of, that was the case. That was the case. Somebody was jealous of somebody else's attention. Somebody was worried about getting found out for something they had done. And they didn't want to get in trouble, so they lied. One too many times. There were addiction issues in at least two of the problems. But now your life's coming together. We're not going to focus on that, because when people have addictions with alcohol or drugs or codependent relationships, workaholism, addiction, whatever it was that caused the ending, they don't act themselves. But maybe they've gotten their life together now, and they're not broken. Things were just bent, and you can straighten things out. This situation will improve. Whatever has ended, whatever challenge you've been through, these sweet memories and the memories that Spirit wants you to focus on will help you improve this situation. It'll lift your vibration. And you need to know that your life is coming together and that the situation is improving. I'm the master of my sea. I was broken from a young age. Heartache and pain, taking the lessons. Pain made me a believer. So you've gone through a very painful time. It's taught you lessons, and you're wearing these lessons proudly around your neck. Pain's made you a believer, and now you've realized, wow, you know what? I've recognized what's important. I'm going to focus on the positive things. And you know what? These little sweet memories that Spirit will come along, sometimes it's just things that Spirit will bring to you to lift you, to bring you out of a funk. Your life is coming together, but you're raw, and you need happy memories. You need happy little coincidences. And Spirit's telling you your situation in your life, whatever this is, it's going to improve. Your life is now coming together. And you're ready for it. Embrace it. You're ready. Interesting. You make the move. Okay, you're ready. You make the move. The situation will improve. Your life is now coming together. Let's not focus on the end. Let's just focus on the lessons. Focus on the happy memories. Think of something positive, and you make the move. It's your responsibility to take control of your life. Who are we reading for right now? We're reading for Aries, right? Interesting. You make the move. No, we're not reading for Aries. We're reading for Leo, aren't we? Yeah, we're reading for Leo. Okay. You're the face of the future, the blood in my veins. The blood in my veins. Okay. It broke up and it rained down like pain. Something broke up and it rained down like pain, like rain. Something broke up, it was sad, it was upsetting. But whatever I've gone through, it's made me understand what was important. I've been thinking about the positive things, and I'm ready. I need to make a move. My life's coming together now. Yep. Okay, so for Sagittarius people, correct for neutrality on all levels. For Sagittarius people, or for those who chose the sun. This is actually taking a lot longer doing it in separate readings than doing it all at once. I don't know why. I think because I have to upload it all and then I've got to edit each separate video. So I hope you appreciate the effort that I'm going to. I still have to do our weekly reading. So if anybody would like help with a dream analysis, if anybody would like help with a private reading, or anything else I have on my page, I've just I put a page up for a supplement that I had to try it myself before I would endorse it, but I am, and I think it's fantastic for awakening ones. I'm going to do a video on it, I think maybe on Tuesday, with my landlord. He can describe it in more detail. He's the sales rep for all of these natural supplements that are, it's all organic, non-addictive. It helps with anxiety, depression, sadness. What it is it's basically tryptophan, and it's called tryptozan. It's to calm you. It's the natural derivative that you get from the sun, or from sex, or from whatever makes you happy. Serotonin. There we go. And it's all natural, and it's amazing. And it took me from being very angry and frustrated, calmed me right down in 15 minutes. All natural, not addictive, no side effects, and it's animal cruelty free, how it's made. So that's on my page if you want to look at that. My website is www.thewhispersofangels.com. My email address is sherrycolumbus@yahoo.com. If you're new to my page, welcome. Please click the subscribe button, like and share, and if you would like to donate to my work so that I can continue doing this in an easier fashion, donations are all appreciated. All right, so for Sagittarius. Woo. Carniverous fairy. Okay, a tempting offer has a high price. So this is what's not going to work. So Spirit's going to bring an end. There's been a situation where somebody has been feeding off of your energy. This person has presented themselves in a completely innocent fashion. It could be an offer, a group of people, or a person. But they don't show themselves for who they are, which is why the crow comes forward as the trickster, the manipulator. They are saying, I'm just an innocent one. I'm not going to do this, that, or the other. But they are the ones that will stab you in the back. They're the ones that will lie and manipulate you. So Spirit is bringing an ending to this in your life. Whatever it is that's going on about this. It could be toxic energy, toxic relationships, a toxic job. It could be an offer that's going to take from you. It's going to have you sacrifice your integrity, your morals, your honor. Whatever this is, Spirit's saying stay away from it, and they're putting an end to it. They're cutting this away from your life. So you already know what this is, and you have asked for this to end. Somebody, whoever it is, that's been draining your energy. Somebody, whoever it is, that's been making you feel like you're their victim. Somebody who ignores you but constantly seeks your approval. The narcissistic beings in your life. You've asked for it to end, and so it's ended. It's not going to happen anymore. 11. Keep your thoughts positive, because what you're thinking about right now is rapidly manifesting. So if you're not thinking in a positive light, elevate your thoughts. 8 is also abundance. You will be infinitely supplied. If this is a job that was draining and taking from you and not working for you, whatever has been taken away, Spirit will provide what you need. This could be a narcissistic person that is basically feeling entitled. This is the one that feels like everyone should do for them. They don't do for themselves. This could be someone who talks behind your back. They treat themselves like royalty and everyone else is like a servant to them. That's ending. It's done. Spirit says that's done. This could be a belief system. It could be a way of following a religious practice that demands absolute loyalty and filled with rules. Cult-like practices. Don't get close to them. Spirit says it's ending. Don't run back to it. Don't run back to what Spirit is ending. Don't go back to this narcissistic being. Maybe somebody's coming forward wanting your attention, wanting from you, but you already know who they are. They've already shown themselves. Have they shown themselves to be this? And have they changed? If they've not changed, don't go back to that. Spirit ended that for a reason. Song, is it cool I said all that? Is it too soon to do this yet? My reputation's never been worse. So somebody has done something in a negative fashion, and they're looked at as this. So now we have to ask ourselves, have they changed? Have they changed, truly? Are you just in an addictive cycle? Are you in a codependent relationship? Is this a situation that Spirit says is not in your highest good? And they're going to come and want your attention, but do they only want your attention because they don't have it? Because you cut them away? Is that the only reason that they're there? Do they only want your attention because someone else has your attention? You have to ask yourself all of these things. The Spirit ended something for a reason. It was in your highest good. Sometimes burning bridges is the best thing you can do. Is it an end to that kind of behavior? Has that behavior ended? Has that been the way somebody has been, and you put your boundaries out, you cut it off, and somebody has learned that lesson? And that's why they're saying, is it too soon to say all this? Is it cool that I said all that? I know it's delicate. My reputation's never been worse. Shit. I've learned my lesson. Is that the situation? Like with Prince, right? With the ones in my life. I don't sit here and lord myself over it. I'm happy to have them back in my life. I didn't like having to cut them off. I loved them. They mattered to me. But boundaries were crossed and needed to be upheld, right? That behavior, it was extremely narcissistic. It had to stop. Remember the magic within you. We have the ability to manifest. That's why Spirit said, be careful of what you're thinking about right now. It's manifesting instantly. Keep your focus on the positive. Something has ended. It was narcissistic. Don't go running back to that. If that behavior was there, has something changed? You have to see evidence of it. Passion. There is passion there. Okay? Sometimes passion, remember? I slashed a hole in all 4 tires. I dug a knife in the seat. That person was angry, was jealous. They were vindictive. They were passionate. Passion can be negative, right? We have to be careful. Don't get sucked in. Let's get clarification. A recovery is indicated. Beautiful. So a lesson has been learned. A lesson has been learned. So maybe really nasty things were said and nasty things were done. It was toxic. It wasn't good. And you had to stand strong. And this one's learned a lesson. And so have you. And a recovery is indicated in this situation. Beautiful. And it could have had to do with work. Work-related concerns. Maybe someone was stressed out. They snapped. They were, or maybe this has been a work environment. It was for me, right? My work was a toxic environment. It wasn't good. I needed to focus on what I was passionate about. And a recovery is indicated. Remember, we've got the magic to manifest. One more. You are busting free. There you go. So we're stepping out. We're stepping into our power. And we're busting free from whatever held us back. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so that was Sagittarius, people. I don't have Sagittarius in my chart, but my Uncle Phyllis is Sagittarius. Okay, so I think that's it, you guys. We got them all. So I'm going to upload this, and then I have to go on to Earth signs. My word. Will I ever be done? Okay, I'll upload this.